Previously on my Starfield Let's Play.
Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra. Above and beyond. That is where we serve. Let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Only thing left is getting you that probationary mission.
Ah, you are new probationary then? So, paying a visit to the people of scenic Tau Ceti 2. Nice easy one.
That thunderstrike in the distance was very ominous. There's some disaster at the Chunks factory. Oh no, a Terra what?
Among apex predators, they're the pinnacle. Tetramorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tau Ceti's too young to have one.
Oh, fuck that. Ah! Oh, we're right there. Oh, Vasco, good job, Vasco.
But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed. Get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars.
Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city.
Even if I did know where he was, I'm not telling some stray I don't know from a... Huh. Maybe there is something you can do. Percival's got this debt put on him by the Trade Authority. You make that go away, well, I'm always inclined to help a friend.
Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker? I know how you can do it without having to resort to any... B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects, but we stumbled on a way to make it useful. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. There's just one issue. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out, started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, then you can give it over to the Trade Authority.
Now we're talking. I got a bunch of superpowers. I've been waiting for a fight. Let's go kick some spacer trash. Welcome back, or welcome to my Starfield Let's Play series, where I continue to procrastinate beating the game. You should be all caught up from that intro, so we're gonna head to the laboratory that the spacers are occupying and take them out. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get into it. There one is. I'm gonna head into a good position and get the jump on him. Quick little pop pop. Oh! There we go. Gave away your position. Ooh. Hi. Oh, he's a tough guy, isn't he? Not that tough. That little laser dot on here makes it so satisfying to get hip shots with it. Now, where are the rest of you?
He's picking us off.
Oh, that clicking means that we are out of ammo. Ouch. You gave me quite the boo-boo there. Just gotta patch my scratches up for a minute. Let's go engage him. out the big guns. You're not looking so hot there, bud. Or maybe a little too hot. Shoo! That was close. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I took my eye off my health there for a second. Oh, we're going the wrong way. It's right here, isn't it? Just a few of them. Oh, that took me right out of the sky there. This is not where I want to be. They've got the high ground on me. There we go. Not the two that mattered. Oh, there's a lip there. Oh, screw it. I'm just gonna tank it. Get out of my way. Oh! Not going how I intended. I'm pretty pinned down here. Told them there were a lot more than I thought to. Here we go. Thought you had the high ground. Now I have the high ground. Infuriatingly far away. Just get a little closer. Oh, you don't want any of this? Too bad. They are all over the place. I need to get a good flanking spot on them. Oh, how convenient. Now that the dust cleared, I can see them. And better yet, I can charge. Oh, nice charge there, buddy. Now it's my turn. Hasta luego, amigos. You too. Yeah, I would just stay hiding if I were you. Oh, gross. It's a heat leech. What a nuisance. Wow. How unfortunate for you, Mr. Guard. We're just gonna pretend like that wasn't embarrassing. I can't miss with a shotgun. There's way too much spread on that. Ow! Ah, frack. Of course, I'd have to leave another position. Let's just go talk to him. And ask him nicely to stop. You should tell your friends too. Hey, stop moving! There we go, now he stopped. I would just like to take this second, kindly ask you to smash that like button just like I smashed that spacer down. Alright, let's force him out of that cover position. Go. Oh. Ow! Yeah, I kind of blew myself there. Oh, he got away. Here, have another grenade. Giddy up. Let's go. Night, night, buddy. Nighty, night. Oh, that is a mighty nice looking Rendell. I like the little eyeballs on the scope. Put that on my hotbar. Check it out. Oh, that's kind of a disappointing scope, especially on an SMG. Oh my, that is some pretty valuable looking contraband. But what do we say to heretics in the name of the God Emperor? Not today.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
Well, damn. It's a good thing I already did that. Let's just head on over to that machine, shove this shit in.
set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresh room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make mine, and that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt.
You don't gotta tell me how to sell stuff. I could sell ice to a cold guy.
Well, just try your best. Emphasize how much money there is to be made with that formula. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever... Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
It's hard not to work.
Was there something else?
Yeah, I got a business proposal for you. A lucrative one.
I'm never one to turn away an opportunity, but I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
I can turn solid shit into golden credits. Doesn't that sound amazing? You want to buy it?
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before. And exactly what does this new drug of yours do? An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard.
Wow, wouldn't it be nice if somebody already took care of that problem?
Really? Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
That guy that I'm looking for, who's hiding from you, I want you to stop giving him a reason to be
Dr.
hiding from
Walker's
you.
dead? That's it? Consider it wiped. Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
The United Colonies Department of Labor.
Yeah?
Doc Walk's debt is forgiven.
Did you know? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there, but it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way.
That's a big laboratory. Let's get over there and take a shortcut to talk to Dr. Walker and see if he'll help us out.
So you must be the one who got me out of the red with the Trade Authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. Did Did she look okay?
Pretty good considering she had just survived a tetramorph attack.
A tetramorph? She's fortunate to be alive at all. Hope you two had plenty of backup. So what's this she had you bring all the way down here after putting you in harm's way? Tetramorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that... Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet? That's a joke, right? There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to have a tetramorph. Either someone's setting up the worst petting zoo in the universe, or if she made you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Oh, she didn't collect that sample. I did. Yeah, that's real.
Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst tetramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Nope.
It was a city wiped completely off the map by tetramorphs. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any tetramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-tetramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity. So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Well, we're gonna get our boots on and we're gonna stop any attacks from happening again, like the superheroes we are.
Music to my ears. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hatchling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
Oh, I got shot at a whole lot, but other than that...
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old tetramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
Ooh, classified documents. That should be pretty easy to get our hands on.
Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC Xeno warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago.
That still doesn't explain why tetramorph information is a part of classified documents. Oh shit, were you using them for war?
Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying tetramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, and hopefully how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Yeah, I'd say I'm not thrilled, but I don't have any other choice but to help you.
That's all I'm asking. Thank you. Now I need to get this work up in the cabinet's hands. Once that's done, I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Engines firing. Here we go.
So here we go, back to New Atlantis.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC, it's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Well, not everybody gets themselves cloned. There had to be something special about him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
We are the sum of our experiences. Genes have very little to do with it.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Oh, I know politicians love to talk, but I ain't got nothing better to do other than save the galaxy.
It's hard to know exactly what might sway them. I'd just be honest about what you saw. Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
I thought Hadrian made it very clear how important this issue is. I'd be terrified if I were you.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno warfare team's tetramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the cabinet.
Surprise tetramorph attacks decades before they're supposed to occur. And we need more information to understand how they were weaponized during the war so we can understand how they're being weaponized now.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, tetramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic, and at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this tetramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Oh, the whole situation was alarming. I don't know if anything special stood out.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position...
If this could happen in UC space, there's absolutely no reason that it couldn't happen in other spaces. So I think it's in everyone's interest that we take a look at that.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that? incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanners somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Rogan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. The nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Thank you for what you did.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of... But some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control. You kill the morph, you break the hold.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked.
I believe the enemy is nearby.
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
Has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
There! Shoot it! Shoot it!
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Kill it!
All right, we found its weakness. Fall damage. Oh, don't you dent Vasco. Oh, you get away from him. Your psychic attacks won't work on him. His ragdoll physics are hilarious, though.
It's not working. It's never going to work.
us women experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight.
We're not UC security.
Honestly, my biggest impairment was making sure I didn't kill anyone else, so you'll stay here.
Your call. We're on the line.
So we're here at the first platform, trying to find that. That right there? Yeah! Oh, big old bullet. Couple more. Oh my gosh, it's just a bullet sponge. Let's finish him. Oh, I gotta reload. Oh, you get the frick away from me, Slimy. Oh, he's so frickin' fast when he sidesteps. Oh, good job, Vasco. Thank you.
Oh God, please don't let me die.
Oh, this Grendel lights him on fire. Quick work of you. Go, that's all of them.
Target down.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
Oh, I'm sure you would have been fine without us.
Like hell it is. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
How the hell do terramorphs get into the city?
That's a
like
relief
that
to hear.
undetected?
Thank you, gentlemen. Captain? Hadrian?
Don't let my
It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Madam President.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward. You will have our full support in but to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and the Cabinet wants you, Captain.
Well, I'm not very political, but I'm a smooth-talking son of a gun. Is that what y'all want?
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies,
Damage to the spaceport.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together.
This video is getting a little long, so I'm going to call it there. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode. Smash like if you made it to the end. And here's some videos that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. What are they? I don't know.
Okay, let's go.